Currently in the middle of like a 30-minute run, but we'll catch up after. Good to see you. So it's been quite some time since I've uploaded a video on this channel, and here we are, years later. It's even been longer since I've been regularly uploading on this channel. And yeah, I want to get back to that. So that is what this is, the first installment of regular uploads again. That's a good composition. The chimney kind of fits in that little nook right there. I'm gonna try to keep this video pretty short. I'll give you like the Spark Notes version of life, what's been happening. I sort of clocked out of social media back in like 2021 or 2 and deleted it off my phone and even like turned off my social media accounts. I don't even know how long. It was a while, at least a year. And yeah, I just got really interested in food. Like food and sourcing food, finding food that I trust. And that was all because I read this book by Michael Pollan called Omnivore's Dilemma. Kind of went on this quest to find good food and like food I trust. I don't know. That's a rabbit hole to go down. Maybe this is cool. Like right there, maybe. That's kind of cool. I don't know why, but I like it. I ended up working on this like farm for a while. Shout out to Beachview Farm. They farm in a very natural way. And I went there to work on the farm because as I went deeper into food, learning more about it and the food systems, there's like problems with the supermarket food we all eat. So I was like stressed, dude. Yeah, I went to work on this farm to try it for myself, to like get access to this food that I thought was the best standard I could get, or like the standard we should all be eating. Yeah, I felt the difference. And yeah, that kind of just continued my quest. Then I ended up working at this cafe called Narrative, and it's a nice cafe, and I wanted to see how it ran, how they're sourcing food, how they're making food, and also just be around people. Again, taking a step back from social media and just, I don't know, getting to know people in the real world. And like, I just wanted to meet people where they were at. I wanted them to get to know me for me without all this social media attached to it. It was really nice to do that for a time, but then it kind of gets weird when they're like, what do you do? And you're like, oh, I take photos and videos. And they're like, oh, do you have an Instagram? And you're like, well, yes, but it's turned off. It just became a weird conversation every time. So I was like, I should just turn it back on and get back on it. So here we are. Big old cloud. So at the end of the book, Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan, he ends up going to hunt and forage his own food, kind of as like the final piece of exploring the entire food system. And I kind of deem that my final part of my food quest, I guess. So that brings us to like the last year of life where I've been doing video work and just helping out with this organization called Human Nature Hunting. They're a school based out of Eastern Washington that, yeah, teaches people how to hunt and forage for their own food. I've just been doing video stuff for them, and it's gotten us on some wild adventures. Yeah, that's been really fulfilling because it's something I really care about, like food and sourcing high quality food. But yeah, reading that book back in 2022 or whatever, well, I should say I was listening to the book. It was audible. Once I listened to that book, it just, I don't know, I didn't feel good about nourishing my body with the food we get at supermarkets, which is like scary to say, but it's real. Anyways, been on this food quest for like the last few years off of social media. And a big reason why I ventured out onto this food quest, like when I was doing these YouTube videos back in the day, I just wasn't taking care of myself. Like I was just going 100 miles per hour for like 5 years straight and just drinking coffee and eating bread pretty much, and fast food, and just, it was not a healthy lifestyle. And I think it was a big reason why I burnt out back in the day. So yeah, look at that. Nice little frame right there, maybe. Ooh. We'll try a couple. I guess to finish this video off, like, I miss making videos, dude. Like, I have been making videos for other random projects and it's felt so good. Like, I've just missed it. Like I said, I turned off all my social media and still a lot of the vlogs are private, and I've just been re-watching them and slowly re-releasing them. It's been fun to watch them for the first time, like, as a viewer. I just didn't get a chance to watch them because I was just churning them out. So it's been fun to, like, go back and watch them as a viewer. It's made me realize how much I enjoyed just constant cycle of creativity, where I was just making something, finishing it, and I was already on to the next thing, like when I was making those vlogs. And it's cool to see the progress. When I go back to the first vlogs, they're just not as good as like the later vlog. I forgot about that. Like, it's such a good way to grow your creativity. And so that's why I want to start these again. Push myself to just be making stuff more often and grow. Be a student again. So the plan for the channel is to upload one video a week, more or less. I have some cool things coming up, like a 50K and climbing Rainier, just documenting what I'm doing leading up to the 50K. It'll be similar to what the vlogs used to be, but like the last year or so, I've recently gotten back into first thing I ever really got into, which was music. And I want to incorporate like all my interests into one project, which is this, like these episodes. So photography, video, filming, editing, and now making the music for each and every video. And so, yeah, we'll see, dude. Maybe it's more than I can bite, or maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew, but we'll see. Like, I just want to be creating again and create consistently again and just start where I'm at and just build from there. So yeah, we'll see. I hope this goes well, but yeah, I'm just feeling ready to get back into it, and I want to get back into it for the first time in a long time. So enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll send you off with a song.